Finally, we're back. The Very Terrible Podcast is back at it again. It's November 20th, 2023. I'm Jason.
I'm B.
And we're back with the Very Terrible Podcast. So glad that everybody could join us today. And I'm just still trying to figure out how to reset everything. It's been so long. It's been a long time.
Yep.
How have you been?
Fine.
Just fine.
Just fine.
The content has been amazing. So let's see. It's November 20th. It's college football season. And since, I don't even think, have you told the fans who you love in college football?
Wyoming.
The Wyoming Cowboys.
Yeah, they're my favorite team.
Yeah. How'd you find them?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't really remember.
I do.
Of course you do.
Do you want to, you don't remember? We were playing on the PlayStation, NCAA 2012. And you picked it because it was just, was it the mascot challenge?
Oh, yeah.
Because he used to be the Akron Zips or something. He was a spaceman, and he used to kick
I used to be the tree.
Yeah, the Stanford tree. And then the Wyoming Cowboys came along, and then we're like, oh, that looks like a pretty cool stadium. And then we saw it. Then we saw it in real life, and B just took right to him. Fell in love with Wyoming in every sense. Tell us about Wyoming.
It's great. It's the least populated state in the U.S. It's just really great. There's a lot of trees, minimal people, which I like, and yeah, it's just really good. Yeah. So, and actually, come to find out, the Wyoming Cowboys are part of the the Mountain West, West Division, doing very well this year. Somehow they're like the 9th worst offense or something. But
offense?
I think that's an older rating because I feel there's some teams like the Bulls and other stuff that are just really, well, the Bulls are bad at defense.
Yeah, yeah, they're not doing.
They're just bad at everything, basically.
Bad at everything right now.
No offense, I'm not trying to diss y'all, but kind of also am.
Yeah. So then Wyoming, what was the score the other day? Like 45-6 or something, wasn't it?
It was
they played
42-9.
Yeah, 42-9. Wyoming comes up, and they're going to go to a bowl game this year. Where our America's team, USF, is still not sure if they're going to get to a bowl game, as they sit at 5-6.
It's not as bad as last season. Last season they got a grand total of 1 win. Woo!
Hey, hang on. There it is. Oh, the people, they cheer for the one win. This is how we have to feel about it. Oh, there it is. It's very bad.
It's better than 0 wins.
I not by much. The one win probably came against the North Calusa High School football team.
High school.
I don't even know. They're just bad. It's like it's where they put all the handicapped kids and they let them go out there and they try to play against them.
So mean.
I don't even know. It's just so bad.
Some of them are quite good. I think it's just they have bad offensive coordinators and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Or defensive or whatever.
It's funny you mentioned that. So we were watching College Game Day, America's favorite college morning football show. And they had mentioned it was Jordan McLeod. It was running the James Madison University offense. And James Madison University was at the time, was it 10-0, setting records, doing all this stuff. And quarterback Jordan McLeod. And I went, wait a minute, I know that name. Why do I know that name? And I looked up and went, oh God, it's Jordan McLeod from the USF Bulls. And once again, between the transfer portal and everybody just taking off, we've lost all of the quality that we had. Jordan McLeod was a good quarterback. They didn't treat him right. He went and took off. They had the two of our top receivers followed Deion Sanders off to Colorado. They're doing great over in Colorado. They did fine in Tampa, but no, they went off to Colorado, and they left. Who else was it? There was another player that I sat there and I just sat scratching my head. I'm like, they'll come to Tampa. They won't stay in Tampa. So where's the problem? So, and ironically enough, and being a Bulls fan, and especially for the Bulls fans listeners, you get teased quite a bit. So one of my friends at work was like, oh, what's it like to be a Bulls fan? And I went, oh, and I got really thinking about it, and I go, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. If we go back to season 1, episode 5 or something like that, I did a whole how I fell in and out of love with USF football, and it was the start to finish at that point of my history with USF football, and at the time Coach Jeff Scott and where they were. And since then, Jeff Scott was let go after his 1 11 or 1-13 season. It didn't even matter. And he's let go. So then they bring in Alex Golish or whatever his name is. He's the new coach, and he's doing a decent job. Like he's already. So they went from 1-13 to the next year. We went now at 5-6, and all we need is one more win with the Charlotte 49ers coming to town on November 25th to make a 6th win. You get your 6 wins, you get to a bowl game. It's not going to be the best bowl. It's going to be the Gasparilla Bad Boys Lawnmower Bowl, or it'll be like the Meineke Car Care Bowl, or Jim's Crab Shack leftover day old sauce bowl. So I don't even know, but it's going to be something, and that's there's something to be said with that. So the problem is not, I don't think, with the head coach. And then as a USF fan, and B, you were part of this for so many years. I feel like we come to expect mediocrity.
I come expecting a loss. And I don't know. I guess if you expect the worst, then if it's bad, it's just whatever. But if it's good, then yay.
Right? I mean, this season in particular, Alabama Crimson Tide comes to town.
Oh, they're not that good this year. I mean, not compared to the Bulls or anything, but compared to normal, they're always number 1 or number 2. But now they're
right
8
now,
or something.
Well, but right now, think of this. With the playoff system, the way that it sits, they're going to face Georgia in the SEC championship. So even though they're sitting at number 6 right now, in the top 4 only gets in, Georgia and Alabama have to play. Whoever wins gets in. That's it. I mean, it doesn't matter. Alabama can come from 6, beat Georgia, and then pop into one of those top 4 spots, and there you go. So Alabama's not quite out of it, but they came into town in Tampa, and I'll be damned, the Bulls actually held them off. We watched the game. It was nasty, raining, thunderstorm, lightning. They stopped. I think they stopped for an hour, and it was just before halftime. The Bulls were up, I think 3-0 on the Alabama Crimson Tide going into the half, and they had the hour delay, and they came back, and eventually I think they ended up losing. It wasn't by much, 13-3. I think was the final score, or something like that. It really wasn't, bad comparative, for the Alabama Crimson Tide. I got thinking of this though. So we had visited Raymond James last week. So the Temple Owls, or no, actually 2 weeks ago. Temple Owls come to town. It's November, hot, nasty hot.
It was so bad. It was criminally hot outside.
Go over to the Very Terrible Podcast Facebook page. There's pictures of the stands, and you'll see they sat in the shade. You literally couldn't go outside. There was a wonderful free display of suntan lotion. Maybe you'd like to opine on that.
Ugh.
Tell us about the suntan lotion.
Okay, so it was terrible. Is simple summary, but okay, so it's on the wall and a hand sanitizer pump, and so
bathroom soap. It's you'd go up and go with your hand.
He was like, "You should go and get some," and I was like, "Oh,
if it's free, it's for me, and I'll take 3."
Yeah, no, never again. It was SPF 30, I think, which was whatever. I have my cute little watermelon sparkly one I'd rather use, but it's okay. I didn't really bring any, so whatever. But I tried to rub it in, and it didn't go in. It just sat there.
It was like white paint.
And okay, so then I was like, Dad, you gotta help me. This is not. And then he thought I was being dramatic, because it was sticky too. It was not.
It was so gross.
And so I was like, Dad, help me. And he's like, you're fine. And I was like, I'm not fine. Look, and I was trying to rub it. And then he went and got a paper towel, and he found out I was correct.
I found out it was really bad when I saw a man screaming running by. He got it in his eyes. He looked like a snowman. He decides to put it on his bald head and face. It got into his eyes. Oh, here's and he runs. And he's running blindly, covering his eyes through Raymond James Stadium, covered in this white paste of hell. And he's like, but he's not going to get a sunburn.
So then I was like, whatever, at least it's only about, because he wanted me to put it on my face, and I was like, I don't care what this is, unless I know where it came from, it is not going anywhere near my face.
Because you had some makeup, I think,
I'll
already.
use because I'll use my drunk elephant or my bubble or something instead of freaking instant acne over there. And so I was so glad I didn't put it on my face. I went to wash it off, and it barely washed off, and what did come off, it was blue.
It changed color. The chemical composition changed when you added water to it.
Yeah, it was.
But you know what?
not
It was
great.
free. It was from
I
Advent
don't
Health.
give a crap if it was
Advent
free.
Health went out of their way to deliver sunscreen protection to keep the cancer away from their.
Well, Advent Health needs to reconsider their choices in life.
They're not spending the extra money, I can tell you that. So that was a treat.
That just made my opinion of Advent Health worse, not better.
Oh, it was so hot. It was disgusting hot. We had wonderful tickets, and this is a free plug to firsttix.com and vettix.com, which is the same company. If you're either a veteran first responder, that you can go into this website, you get verified through your ID card, and there are extra tickets that are donated to this charitable organization, and you can take your family, and for our event, it was up to 4 people, to a sporting event for a very minimal charge. I think it was a processing fee of $14 or something like that to be able to transfer the tickets to Ticketmaster and have it come through. We were given free tickets. It was row J, I think. So if we go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, we're 10 rows off the field on the 50-yard line. Now, under any normal circumstances, this is a very expensive ticket. Unfortunately, it was on the wrong side of the field. It was not on the shaded side.
And it was hot as balls outside.
It was hot.
But it was free.
It was free.
Basically, essentially free.
And for anyone who's been to a Bulls game, you'll know you get into Raymond James, and you sit wherever the hell you want. It's there's I think they fudged the numbers. I think 13,000 people. I don't think there were 13,000 people there.
No way.
I mean, if you count the people like in the parking lot and the attendants, and then the people that work at the stadium and the homeless people in the corner by the University Mall, we can count all them. Maybe you get that many, but yeah, it was very, very hot. The Bulls were mediocre at best. I don't.
But they won.
They did. It was very close at the end, and we have to be honest with our listeners. We did leave in the third quarter.
Yes. But we only left because it was so good. Normally, like the score was so high.
Yeah.
Normally we leave because it's so bad. We have lost all hope. Like I remember there was one UCF game. It was like 50-14 or something. We're like, we're not coming back from this one.
No.
Let's just hit the road.
Yeah. And now, so yeah, they were up by enough. I thought, okay, well, they're going to win. Let's go ahead and beat the traffic. Hot as shit outside. The one thing I will say is we sat where the hell we wanted, right? So we found a corner section that was off into the shade. And you know what? Nobody gave us crap. I was really impressed with that. I was really waiting for someone to go, that's not your seats. I'm like, well, there's no one else here today.
Also, no, the sun is beating down on us, buddy.
I'm telling you, if you have an opportunity, go to the Facebook page. There's that one picture I have where the shadow of the stadium makes a U shape. The people are sitting in the U shape. They
post it on Instagram too, because speaking for the younger folk, most of us don't have Facebook.
I did. You know why? Because they're linked together now. They're linked together.
The
You
Facebook
make a
and
post on one, it shows up on the
Meta.
other. Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, so you post on one, it shows up on the other. I have no choice.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, you can disable it, but it's probably better.
Either way, I'd rather just do it in one time. There, the youth can see the activities of the very terrible podcast. Yeah, so that was our other USF experience for this year. Once again, mediocre, not great. And then what's it like to be a USF fan? You come into it, you think you're going to lose. You just don't expect a whole lot. You're sitting in an NFL top-notch stadium, and you're just, it's just bleh. It's just bleh. But you know what? I had free tickets, and thanks again to firsttix.com for taking care of us. Had a really great time, though. Otherwise,
sponsored.
You know what? I got free tickets, so sponsored enough.
It's not sponsored.
If you'd like to be a sponsor, reach out to jdvtpodcast@gmail.com. And I don't care. You can give me $1 and I'll mention your company. I don't care. I'm easy. I'm getting $0 right now. So $1 is 100% increase. Speaking of college football, so we took from the last episode, I think it was maybe the last episode I discussed, we went to the Dukes Mayo kickoff in Charlotte, North Carolina. And B wasn't able to be on that episode, but she's here today. Share your take with us. Let's talk about Stadium first, right? So the city of Charlotte, my opinion was shithole.
Just Charlotte or the stadium?
The city of.
The city, well, eh.
It was very
Like, it seems very, like, if you live there, like, good community. It's just, like, the scooters were interesting specimens.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess it could be fun if they weren't so expensive. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, the city itself was...
It was meh.
It was very downtown Fort Myers feeling.
Yeah, you had that. You had like the highway was right next to the stadium, so there was just a lot of traffic, a lot of congestion. Parking was obscene. Now, you go to Tampa, granted, you're going to pay when you go to a professional sporting event. We pay $45, I think, to park at Raymond James, something like that. Parking was like $80. It was $80. We literally staged a second car at the parking. I think we found a $40 lot that was on sale. We staged a car there, parked it in the morning, and left it. So we ended up going back to our Airbnb. What was it?
Yeah,
I think so. I don't want to plug the wrong people. It wasn't. What's the other company? I think we used Air. We'll say for the sake of argument, no one can tell us different. Airbnb, and then we Ubered then from the Airbnb to the stadium to save money, because if we had to park a car a second time, we would have lost it. I mean, it would have been just bad.
yeah, that was not great.
Yeah, we saw College Game Day. I had a great time at College Game Day. That was really cool. There were so many more people there than I was expecting, and it was.
It was kind of cold out. I mean, it wasn't like terribly cold out to the point where I was like shaking in my boots or whatever, but
what was weird is it was cold or it was hot. There was no like, this is a great temperature. It was like, it's really cold. And all of a sudden, oh God, why is the sun hurt?
I know. It's like, Are we back in Florida now?
Yeah.
Like, what happened
There was
here?
no in between. That was weird. I don't know if that's a city thing or what that is, but that was different. The stadium. Bank of America Stadium is crappy compared to Raymond James.
I mean, the view's nice. I liked the view.
Oh yeah, we picked special seats. Now we sat on the South Carolina side, right? And if I had my phone hooked up, we'd play Sandstorm. So
Of course we would.
I love Sandstorm. I love the tradition, the South Carolina Gamecocks.
They didn't even zoo it, which I get.
They
the
did.
They weren't at
They
the right
absolutely did.
They did?
Yes.
It was for like 3 seconds.
Well, they did it during College Game Day, and then they did it twice during the game.
College game day don't count.
It absolutely counts. I had real South Carolina fans. They were giving us, and they gave us free stuff. North Carolina gave us nothing. Now, we're in the state of North Carolina. Their people didn't hand out anything. South Carolina's out there with Johnny
Their
Boy
logo's
backpack.
weird feet.
Well, no,
The Tar Heels.
Yeah. Well, they had also.
Wacko.
It's also the goat guy, the Ram.
I saw a whole lot more feet with little dots on them than I did Rams or whatever.
Yeah. So the Gamecocks were out there. They gave us out free towels so we could do Sandstorm. They gave us signs, right? And they were just, the presence was really impressive. They were a lot more South Carolina fans than North Carolina fans. Bank of America Stadium, we walked in, we went, okay, where's our section? There's no signs. There's no signs. Hey, here's your section. So I'm using my Google Maps trying to figure out where my section is. And I just, obviously, we walked to the top of the stadium so we could have the right background that we wanted with the skyscrapers in the back, which was actually kind of nice. That was pretty backdrop. And then we had
Constant flyover with
Goodyear Blimp.
Goodyear Blimp, yes.
Yep.
I was thinking about the brand there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Let's see. And then what else pissed me off about the stadium? Besides the fans, because the college kids had no idea.
There was this one dude that kept fighting with these other kids, and it was really awkward, and I felt...
Alcohol-infused stupidity is what that was.
I felt very unsafe. I felt like that guy was
going
to target me next. I thought he was
You were
gonna target me
25
next.
rows behind him.
It was not... First of all, it was not that many. Second of all, I don't how many rows I was behind him. Goodbye.
You were with
Au
me.
Revoir. Or whatever. I don't know.
Au revoir.
Same
you
thing.
were with me. You're with our friend of the show, Eric. You were with my sister, who's taller than me.
I don't care.
You had an entire force of people that were going to fight this one guy if you had to.
I know,
you were
but
not
still,
unsafe.
he was very scary, and I would not like any part in that.
Yeah,
so,
alcohol-infused stupidity.
If you're going to drink, don't be an idiot.
Yeah. And there was something else about the stadium that I really didn't like. It was the signage. The fans, or the TVs, right? We're in line to get overpriced food because that's all stadiums serve.
Yeah.
And Raymond James, you could sit there and watch televisions, and they have televisions of the games. You can see what you're, if you hear the crowd cheer, you can look up to a little TV, and you'll see what you're missing. Not there. No, tough shit. Hold your hand on your ass, and that's it. Bank of America Stadium for the Charlotte or Carolina Panthers that are also doing miserable this year in the NFL. So not so good all the way around, but great experience. Glad we went. Working on conquering yet our struggles with fear of flying, and we did really well.
That dude on the way back, he needs a little bit of a reality check.
Who's that?
That pilot we
had the pilot on the way back?
Freaking McZoomy with
his
army skills.
You'll remember him as he was
Force.
the previous military experience pilot where he feels he has to fly the plane. There's an autopilot, but we're not going to use it. We're going to fly the plane ourselves.
Instead of going down and then left, we went down and left at the same time.
Yeah. There was a bank there where I'm like, hey, we're looking straight at the ground. Isn't this neat?
I know. And then every once in a while, because I was freaking out, I was on my little laptop thing situation I had going on. And, I'd look out the window because I was like, I feel kind of unbalanced. And I was like, whoa, if I look to the right, it's the ground. It's not
sky.
Right.
It's not sky. But no, what a really cool trip, though. I mean, I think I am really proud of us. We did really well. And
risked our lives.
We did. We risked our lives to spend time with family, and they should be thankful this Thanksgiving for us.
I know. They really should.
Let's see. Yep. So, we've once again, we used to be USF season ticket holders, and between the poor management and poor fan base and poor results, we decided to allocate our money to better games, which we've had a great time with. And once again this year we will be visiting the ReliaQuest Bowl on January 1st with teams to be determined. Who are we rooting for? It has to be
I don't really care, honestly.
Yeah I kind of want to see Notre Dame and LSU. Go Tigers. I've never seen LSU. And then since I haven't been able to get to their stadium yet, because their stadium would be another good one.
Where's that at?
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's called the Death Valley.
If we fly to Bora Bora, one of the connecting flights is in Louisiana.
We're not going to Bora Bora.
Actually, no, I take that back. It was a Bora Borean cruise that takes
Either way,
out of Louisiana.
You know what that is? That's an NGH. Not going to happen. Take it to the bank. Not gonna happen.
It might happen.
Not gonna happen. It'll happen as soon as Mom wins the lotto.
Well, it's kind of a long cruise. I don't think you'd like it because
no, I don't want to go on a cruise more than 4 days.
Or the Maldives, 4 days.
4 days. That's enough.
We go on like a week all the time, but
don't I know it?
From California to Bora Bora, just to get there, not to get back, is 18 days from California.
See, not fun.
That would be so fun.
Nah.
I could live on a boat for a year.
No.
So fun.
Have fun. Go live on a boat. I'll see you when you get back.
Of course you will.
And that's it. So that's our college football update. The season does starting to wind down a little bit. Did you see the injury to the FSU quarterback?
Nope.
Oh,
I was in the shower.
It was disgusting. Basically, the only way I can describe it is his foot was on his leg, pointed the wrong way.
Oh, cute.
Oh God, it's bad. Jordan Travis was taken out on a game he probably shouldn't even have been playing in. And now his season's over. FSU season's probably over because tomorrow they will rebid the positionings for the college football playoff, and I can't imagine keeping Florida State at number 4. So
FSU's the Seminoles, right? The ones you don't like.
Yeah, I just know you can't be a Seminoles fan. So not allowed on the Very Terrible Podcast. Nothing too. Death pool update.
You're winning 1.
I'm winning 1-0. I got Bob Barker.
Rest in peace.
Yep. R.I.P. Bob Barker. I have Jimmy Carter on my list. Jimmy Carter's wife died this morning.
Oh, poor Jimmy Carter's wife.
I know, but maybe through epic sadness, he will also die as well, giving me a 2-0 lead.
Upon poor Jimmy Carter. He served his country as the president.
He did, and he did a fine job. However, I need points.
Do not wish death upon him.
Well, I don't wish death upon anybody, but it comes for us all. True or false? True.
You shouldn't hope it comes for him sooner.
He's 97 years old.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
Dad,
maybe he wakes up every day, possibly in just a surreal amount of pain. He just wakes up and goes, "Argh!" and then hates everything that happens every day.
He dies January.
Someone
1st.
shows him a TikTok and he just curses the fact that we have to deal with this. This is just very bad. I can only imagine the things he must think. that goes there.
Yeah. So, I don't think you should die.
I don't think he should die. Well, we'll have to see, and it'll come up soon. Yeah, and then neither one of us had Matthew Perry on the list.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, that's right. You're not old enough to know Friends. I'll be there for you. It's a sitcom that your mother loved a whole lot. So either way, Friends star Matthew Perry dead of probably a drug overdose in his hot tub. Whatever. No points.
Oh, I know who that dude is.
Yeah.
I
And then,
really know 'cause,
shoot,
like,
I also
other
thought of
people
some
are
new
sad.
people. So maybe not. It won't be the next, maybe hopefully, but the first episode of 2024, we'll do the new Death Pool picks live or recorded, not live, but we'll do them recorded, and then we'll go out with that. Cause I got some new people I'm gonna add in. I figured out
okay.
I think you can do spouses. I think a lot of the spouses
You
celebrity.
can pick anyone you want. They don't have to be famous.
Celebrity Death Pool. It's in the name.
Well, you always just call it death.
I mean, I'm not.
pool,
I
so-
could pick Irma across the street, but I'm not gonna. I mean, she's not famous. She's infamous, asking me questions, bothering me when I'm trying to get work done, but not famous. So, but that has been where we have been up to. Very at the college football season's well over. We didn't do college picks this year. I think college picks would have been good. I think we really needed to get
What
back
do you
into
mean
that.
college picks? Like who I think's
Remember
gonna win?
last year, before the hurricane destroyed the city? So we were doing picks. Like we would pick 5 games and you'd pick the over-under and whatever.
Oh
it was.
yeah.
And that went really well. I mean, I think you were winning, actually.
I did win.
Well, yeah. But then the hurricane destroyed the city. So that kind of takes out your win.
That doesn't matter.
It blew your win right away. Done. So,
Hilarious.
there.
Freaking day after my birthday.
Yep. Happy birthday
Wait,
to
no.
you.
I spent the day after.
No,
I don't know. It was either the day before
well,
my birthday
remember
or the day of
the
my
hurricane
birthday.
crossed 2 days. I mean, it was 8 hours of hell that crossed over midnight. So it was
probably
2
on
days
my
long.
birthday.
I mean, then obviously we didn't have
I
power
don't
for
remember.
a
It
month.
was like really, really close.
It was
if not
horrible.
on my
Let's never do
birthday.
it again.
Whatever.
But,
Had a nice break off school.
November 20th, Thursday is Thanksgiving. I am thankful for you. I am thankful for our fans and our show. And even though it is very terrible, I am also very thankful for it. Anything you'd like to be thankful for today?
I don't know, but Hurricane Ian's over, so that's good.
Yeah, Hurricane Ian is over, and yet still our city's stoplights are not yet repaired. Somebody was going off online about that the other day. It's been a year, you got to fix the stoplights. Well, you're not helping either, jackass. People online are the worst. Except for you, except for the listeners. You guys are great. Thank you for all that you do. Otherwise than that, as always, stick with us. If you have anything you would like to talk about, you know what I'm going to do is there's another podcast I listen to, but they go on their social media a half an hour before they start. They put on the phone number and they say, call us if you want to be on the show. We can start taking callers.
Maybe.
Why
I
not?
mean, I don't know if that would work or not, but okay.
I don't know. It's going to be the guy from Virginia. It's going to be the guy that hates us on YouTube and maybe somebody from Australia.
That hates you?
Remember the guy who made fun of my haircut on YouTube?
Nope.
Go on
don't.
go on our YouTube channel and look up Very Terrible Update or whatever it was. It's me with my bald head and blue t-shirt on. And there's one guy. Remember Terry McNulty?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever his name is.
Super fan.
Yeah, super fan who actually, hey, we got a lot of envelopes we could use.
Ugh, he ordered more stupid envelopes.
Sticker
There's still
mule.
like 80 other envelopes. I don't know why he keeps ordering this stuff. It's on sale. You're just wasting money, bro.
It's okay. It's an
If
investment.
you're not gonna use it, it's
an
been a
investment.
rot.
It's an investment
In what?
in the future of this show.
Ugh.
You're welcome. Hey, you want a fan pack? Just email jdvtpodcast@gmail.com.
Eric would definitely agree with me on this one.
I don't care. Doesn't matter. Either way, you want free stickers? You want free stuff? I don't care. I'll send it to you. I've got coasters. I've got stickers. I've got bags to mail it in. I've got keychains. And what else do we have? There's other stuff. It doesn't matter. It's just for you. You're going to love it. Find us on Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, YouTube, and wherever your favorite podcasts are. I'm Jason.
I'm B.
And this has been the Very Terrible Podcast.